have the conversations months in the last few years about entrepreneurship in Nigeria, but of course there are those who are masters in that class. So we'll talk about brand masterclass for brandpreneurs. That sounds really strange to my world of stocks and bonds. And that's why Charles Otudo, who is the principal consultant and chief executive of Adstrat, here this morning to talk us through this. Charles, good morning.
Good morning, Bosa.
Basically about brandpreneurs and masterclass. Would you say this your mode of dress on a Monday morning with the glasses and everything is a branding?
That's my personal brand.
That's a personal brand.
Over the past 15, 20 years, I'm an entrepreneur. I've been an entrepreneur for over 20 years. And the market understands it. It's not about how you look. It's the content you're selling. The content is more important. If you get the content right, the externalities will come to play.
So entrepreneurship is more about what is inside.
What's inside, the content.
So that's what you describe as the brand.
Yes, that's the content. What you sell is critical. Your packaging on the outside is just the externalities. So your content is critical. What are you selling? Do you have the content?
20 years or so down the line, what is this masterclass for brandpreneurs, for those who believe that, yes, I can take a company out there. We have a lot of we have a number of startups coming up in Nigeria, from Computer Village to Yaba, for example, and folks are struggling, whether with software or hardware, or in the food industry or in agriculture. Folks want to come up with made in Nigeria rice, made in Nigeria chin-chin, or whatever it is, sell them in the traffic. What is this all about for those who are in that?
Okay, first of all, what's the idea behind this? I've been in business long enough to understand that there are frustrations in the system. The policies and stuff will always get to you, or you get this policies and stuff. You don't get it right. Now, we have a lot of young entrepreneurs that are into business, but at the same time, they have some limitations. They don't understand what branding is all about. You start a business based on a vision. Your vision cannot drive you long term. You need help. You need to understand that there are processes. Your vision is not a brand. It is not. Your vision might be passion, might not be a business. It's just your passion. You have a passion for something. You need to now translate that your passion into a business strategy that can be sustainable long term. So we have a lot of people that are passionate about hairdressing, this, that, whatever you are passionate about, you want to translate that into a business. How do you ensure that that passion of yours can be sustainable?
Do you see that as a major problem in our environment in which folks pull my ears every time and say, look, I'm an entrepreneur, I'm interested in going into cassava making and what have you, then you can see passion.
Where is the structure? What's the structure behind that? Do you have a business plan? Can you even put together a business plan that can be sustainable? Now, beyond that, how do you drive the business from a branding point of view? So you see somebody selling puff-puff. Puff-puff. Then you have somebody selling packaged puff-puff, branded. You can sit on the shelves in supermarkets. It starts with a vision, but you need to translate that and brand it. Create a brand from your vision and ensure that you have the discipline to sustain that. So the Brand Master Class is my give back. So tomorrow we have the Brand Master Class for 406 entrepreneurs. Selected.
Hold on a second here. When you talk about a masterclass to look at the next generation of entrepreneurs, you've talked about passion to business. What else do you consider as a major drawback for millions of youths or young people who believe there's no real employment out there? I need to get down on the road, get my hands dirty, but get something out of it.
One, you have to be patient. You also need to be patient. You have to have what we call delayed gratification. You must understand that a business must be sustainable long term. Entrepreneurs are too much in a hurry to rise up. You make the first money, you want to upgrade your lifestyle. You should focus more on the business, reinvent. So part of what we're doing is retooling that mindset to understand that a business must be run from a brand point of view. The structure, your brand identity, your brand philosophy, your mission statement, the structure, the discipline your brand, all that.
I live in Alagbado, for example, one of the suburbs of Lagos, and suddenly I become an entrepreneur.
You move to
and I relocate to Banana Island because some investors like you came in and said, look, Bosin, you think you're looking good. Let's give you about $500 million naira to get into this. And the first thing is to change my apartment.
It's not sustainable. It can't be sustainable. You invest in the business first. You expand the business and ensure you have capacity. You build the business. I rather own where I work out from. I own the property. I ensure my people, my staff, my content is standardized globally based on a world-class standard before I upgrade myself. Your family will always wait. But that doesn't mean that you forget them. The business must be sustainable before you can expand your personal. First of all, don't forget, your lifestyle cannot sustain the business. It's the business that sustains the lifestyle. So a lot of entrepreneurs forget that. Instead of investing in the business, they invest in their lifestyle. So the business now starts to sustain their lifestyle, not the other way around. Your lifestyle at a point will sustain the business. It depends on the structure you have. There's a point to get to where you need to now network. But you have to network smartly because you're not the Dangote. You are not in that level yet. Entrepreneurship has different levels. You have to understand your phase and the growth plans. That's why you need to have a strategic plan, the first 3 years, the 5-year plan, the 10-year plan, and it must be based on discipline. Discipline and consistency is critical, or else you're going to go down.
Discipline, discipline, discipline. the high mortality rate of businesses in Nigeria, quote unquote, one-man business, as it were, do you think it also boils down on brand issues, brandpreneurship, even though they are multi-million enterprises?
Well, it's double-fold. You have brands that have not been able to sustain themselves based on the economic climate itself. You have entrepreneurs that have gone into business, they have made wrong decisions. They have